Silichea zinchete na time ya kuposa panondish kwete Ogasi na ukweke umutima kumpia mano kudiweke Kokwena katu tense lako mafume mpia pena tula shindikapo Destiny kuya solo no shindikapo Mama tulu kusa top 3 shindikapo Ebonshila naka kuya bonsa wina mano na maka Akaunti social no lutashipaka Kongonsa mchifuba landa mpaka So, guy mulite Wala man kurupini mulite Sistele mulite Netempio konkele wilo mulite In other words
Waona katuta osale gapo Maninga futu ile etabateko Chito ili yose ni kubaza Oloma kuonelemo maninga ubalaza Mahaselas mulite Na makamarunda mulite Makondakta mulite Na madrivers mulite Matamanga mulite Na mapapamba ni mulite You need to have money. Ukabwalala usasanduka ba my guy. I'll see what I can do or I'll make a plan. Chosaponso ni chosapona chepali. Keta kutika kale tweka kale. Giving up never ending one day. Funa nikabeule kosilinga sale. Time is money, no need to take time. If you think it's not your time, ni your time. Pampa minencha monowe, ni rapa, pakanka minenka bulowe. Ebenezo ziuza, penezo yamba yamba. Nikapaka shoma, jebabwelo tamatamba. Songa, utulu kusha ulite. Uzabeula na uzapoka na ulipe. Waona katuta, osale gapo. Maninga futu, ile etabatebo. Chitabilise ni kupaza, oloba kuonelemo. Maninga ubalaza. Mahaselas mulite. Na makamarunda mulite. Makondakta mulite. Na madrivers mulite. Matamanga mulite. Na mapapamba ni mulite. Wakili na mulite. Na bachabobeula mulite. Fasho zakala mulite. Zamwe umuzaka mulite.
Something coming all the way from a Drifta TRECK. This one is called Muliche. And the good thing is that I'm having him in the studio right now. Drifta TRECK, how you doing?
Good morning, afternoon, evening, iliyonse na kumazuri.
Uyomtenda kwa tukupo shali mukupo shali mwaka suwai chungu.
Guys, just in case tizaonana kumazuri or something.
But how have you been?
Quarantine, man. I've been okay.
And talking of quarantine, you know, a lot of artists have been through a lot of hell right now.
Yeah.
Do you remember the last time you had a show?
I don't even remember. I don't remember, man. Right. I don't.
The last time that I met you probably wouldn't remember. It's the time you did a before and after album and at Pan African. And I was listening to it, but Precious just passed me over the album. I was listening to fire songs. I think that was your last album, right?
Yeah. That was actually my first album.
It's last for now.
Yeah, but maybe next month or after next month, I'm dropping a mixtape.
After next month?
Yeah, after next month, I'm dropping a mixtape. But this week, I'm dropping a first song off that mixtape. So the mixtape is called Let's Make Magic. So the concept is actually very simple. So yeah, okay. The meaning of Let's Make Magic is, when I was starting, I wanted to make music, but I ended up making magic. So the music that I make is actually not just music; it's magic. So yeah, so.
All right, we can't wait. But you talk of next month. What happens if the COVID-19 is still? Are you changing your plans, or you still have your plans settled?
No, I'm not dropping music according to COVID, man. Unless as long as COVID isn't coming. But I'm just dropping music according, because I just don't drop music anyhow. So I drop music according to the time that I really feel that, okay, so right now I think it's the right time for me to drop this particular song, and it's the right time for me to drop maybe a mixtape or an album. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you're very controversial on social media, and I do remember, is it some couple of months ago when you gave credit to Chef 107 HD Empire, everybody was on your neck. Do you feel like taking back your words, or maybe just like, you know, I said it, I meant it?
You know, everything that I say, you know, there's a term called never, do not live to regret, you know, but that's for people who do not really mean or do not really think twice about what they say. I'm one person who, you know, I'm very strategic when it comes to posting stuff, you know, and hip hop, you know, hip hop has become something that, you know, you can just rap, you know, when you just make a song, you're just rapping and there's nothing controversial in the song. People will just like the song and, you know, the song will not get that hype, you know, so, you know, and lucky enough, I go through a lot of things, you know, I go through, people talk about me almost on, you know, a lot of songs, you know, I receive a lot of
we'll talk about that.
So, so that was my opinion, because these people that I gave credit to actually my label mates. So it was just actually me just giving credit and juice to my label mates.
Talking of label mate, you know, one of the artists, Umusepela, I don't know if you heard the song, he put some shots on you saying that you know, you're the bad example of being signed. Do you think being signed under Kopala Swag has, you know, helped your career, or maybe as a Kambachem guys?
Engineer, Drift and best example ya disadvantage ya kubasign dali kwa potential nombali ba fake chimwe na my Chinese products to get the picture for FM red dot in this Peter ma flames this take apangile kulumbula mane mzelo wa sharp nationally and it seems ale labo funa chitila bena dope jimuli cipher ali death on labo shapali Drift ngale mona fly ababa icheba mailo bale mona tibala tumono tulo after kutendekelo mufulo ni team no sleep tolo kobulo balenje background chiu balela batam iu nshakale kanti I make sure I do no more icho yanti I catch the new.
First of all, Umusepela, who's that?
There's Umusepela Chile in Crown. Umusepela Chile is the one who puts shots.
Okay, first of all, I do not acknowledge that artist, and meaning he's not under the label. He's not under our label, you know, and I receive a lot of diss songs, so if that artist says that, then it was just because they know that, you know, I'm one of the people who speaks, you know, who raps about anything. When in my lyrics I talk about anything that I want. I do not have, you know, I'm not limited. So I rap about any current situation, anything, anybody I want to talk about, you know. So that artist just probably just, you know, wrote that or said that on a song because they knew that maybe Nkagambako pali Drifta and that's more hype for them.
And one thing I love is that no comment came from you. It was just like you just ignored.
I never even saw it. So I never actually saw it. So so this thing about
you know, big artists complain a lot about upcoming artists. When we say upcoming artists, they complain about big artists. What is one attitude you would say that upcoming artists have? Almost every upcoming artist I know, they have got an issue with a big artist. What is one attitude which you would say an upcoming artist issue on me?
I think it would be great if you gave me an example of something that
yesterday I was watching i5 and some artists was complaining. I was trying to work with this. They kept on cutting me. Now just said, you do a song together, they don't upload on their platform. I don't know if it's the same case with you. Like we do a song together, I feature you, I do what's needed for my side. They don't help me promote the song. You understand? So I don't know from your situation with artists you've worked with, but I'm talking in general. That issues everywhere.
I don't know about these other artists, but one thing that goes on like in my circle, you know, approach really matters, you know, and you'd find like 3/4 my WhatsApp, my Instagram, my Facebook is flooded with messages, and obviously I'm not going to be able to read all of them, you know what I mean? So you would find maybe 10 or 15 of them are like serious messages, and I will not be able to tell between which ones are those messages where I'll just leave them, or which ones are, and yeah, so approach really matters, and maybe you just, and going straight to the point, not here going to the how was your day, how was your child, how have you been, how is your wife, how is living, we have a business. So yeah, approach really matters. So you really need to know how to approach, artists, because again, it depends with the mood, because like for now, I'm working on a mixtape, so the songs that I'm willing to feature on are very limited, and I'm not just going to jump on any song, no matter how much money you have. If I don't like the song, I don't like the song. So so that's how they take it. But for me, I've worked with a number of artists, and I usually post, all the works that I've worked. Unless maybe maybe, but I jump on it. Me, I only record on songs that I like. I only record on songs that I like. Not the coin the nyimbo that since I record.
Since I jump it up.
Yeah.
So let's make magic. Which artists are we expecting on?
I've actually worked with a lot of artists, but ever since for the past 2 years, I've been recording with. I've been doing a lot of collaborations. So frankly speaking, I've just been like focusing on me. There's a certain story that I want to tell people, and there's a certain picture that I want people to see. So yeah, I have worked with a lot of artists, but most of them are upcoming artists. So yeah, so on the mixtape, I'm really working with, most of them are upcoming artists, but one or two are established artists.
Do you get to respond to an as-long shot, or you just the social media post was enough?
I never, I was that short. I heard that short actually, and it was, it was on a song, and I talked about it, on social media, because the reason why I never even did a song about it, it's because you see how I like people who remind me of me, of me when I was like coming up, because I'm one person who likes, attention. I like everybody looking at me and everybody talking about me, so the guy was just trying to do what I was doing, back then, and, if I just, if I was to reply, I would say things that would just, just make him feel terrible. And yeah, so I just kept quiet, and yeah, here I am, man.
Alright, so I was checking out some of your comments on social media.
Yeah.
You've been attacked by different artists. Other than Nezlong and Chile, which other artists would you say that these artists, I'm not technically in good terms with them?
I wouldn't say actually. I'm the guy who people take shots at. It's not like I'm the other guy I'm the guy who people complain about. Like who rappers are gonna do a song about. I'm not someone who's gonna do a song about these guys. So you'd find actually, these small rappers who actually diss me, because some of them I don't actually even know them. I haven't even actually met them. So they were even showing love.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So I don't. These guys, I don't really. I wouldn't even say I'm in bad terms, because if I'm gonna say I'm in bad terms with such a person, then obviously that person did something to me that, I would really consider that, or I did a song about me just, boys one fake or shot, So if a guy like Nezlong went on the mic to diss me, then he's the one who's not cool with me, you know. But if I never say, because I put out a statement saying, addressing, you know, his boss, you know, I was like, yo, you talk to your boy, because, you know, I don't have to be talking to him, you know, I can't
talk to him.
Yeah. You know, so yeah, I just the issue. But there are a lot of artists who actually dissed me. You know, one of them was, there's a certain guy on actually KB Killer Beats was doing my diary challenge, and there's a certain guy who threw a shot at me saying I met him in Chipata and I didn't greet him. So I'm like, yo,
oh, how do I know you?
And you know, he asked for a photo, I refused again. So I don't actually remember that, but if that happened, then probably his approach wasn't good, because I cannot refuse to greet you. Now, can't afford. So there must be something. But yeah, I don't even remember that. But yeah, there are a lot of guys. There are some guys who actually say I stole, you know, when I dropped TRECK, there's a guy who went on social media claiming that, you know, it was his song, and also I was forced to download the song, so I downloaded
the song he was talking about?
So, you know, whereby he's complaining and people tag you and you're like, oh, okay, actually, let me even download the song first. I download his song, you know, I find the song, you know, like different, but with the same title. And I'm like, but why is he complaining? So, is it just easy for these guys to just come at me? Like, is it that they are now finding it easy to say, okay, this up and that,
Drifta.
you know? So yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think has been happening, you know. But yeah, on the mixtape, I think I'm addressing some of those issues, you know. So yeah.
All right. Now, one of the videos that I loved, apart from your video, is one you did with Chef 187 back in November. You know, I was checking out the face setup there. I was confused. Like, is this Zambia? Where was that clip shot from? The guys all organized.
Yeah. There's a place we booked called. It's actually a club called Riders.
It's Zambia.
Yeah, man. It's by kids.
Oh, for real?
Guys. It's actually by Riders. It's actually a very nice place.
Alright.
Yeah.
I really do appreciate that for your time.
Yeah. It's good to be here, man. It's good to be here.
Thank you very much. Your last word about your mixtape coming. What should just 2 words from the listeners right now?
2 words or few words?
Few words.
Oh, but 2 words. 2 words. 2 words.
Few words.
So yeah, the mixtape I'm dropping is fire. You know, like it's really, really fire. And yeah, I'm dropping one of the songs like an intro. It's more like an intro to the mixtape. I'm dropping it this week, any day. Oh, is it this week or next week?
This week starts tomorrow. Today is Saturday. Tomorrow Sunday. We start a new week.
Okay, this coming week. yeah. So this coming week I'm dropping something. Yeah. So to all the Drifta TRECK fans, you know, because it's been a while ever since I dropped something, you know. So yeah, whether COVID or not COVID is a teacher.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Something coming from Drifta TRECK featuring FJ. This one is called Tiambemo, one of my favorite. This is Common to Common Music Battle with your host. My name's August Zambia. So what we're doing right now, I was just chatting with Drifta TRECK. The competition is on and run.